There's this guy, guys, called Gayton Mckenzie. He has offered his advice to investigating authorities regarding Thabo Bester's escape. There's what he believes could have happened. The prison escape of Thabo Bester, known as the Facebook rapist, is the stuff movies are made of. But how exactly did he do it all? According to former convict 10 politician Gayton Mckenzie, he may have the answers. Gayton, the leader of the Patriotic Alliance and mayor of the Central Karoo district, was once imprisoned for multiple crimes, including armed robbery. He also led a bombshell expose about the underhand dealings of the Grootvlei prison. Over the weekend, the Department of Correctional Services confirmed that Bester had faked his death and escaped prison in May 2022. A month later, he was spotted in a Sandton shopping mall, and he is currently still at large. Gayton Mckenzie explains Thabo Bester's escape. In a Twitter thread on Monday, 27 March, Gayton Mckenzie explained how Thabo Bester pulled off his elaborate plan. According to Ground Up, Bester, convicted of rape and murder, allegedly fled the Mangaung Correctional Center with the help of celebrity aesthetics professional Dr. Nandi Pamagudumana, also known as Dr. Nandi. Gayton tweeted, "I was in jail for a decade and understand that system rules and its modus operandi." Reflecting on the ordeal, he shared, "Something worse than that escape happened here. A murder took place. Firstly, I must state as a fact that many people were involved in this plot. Impossible that only those that have been mentioned so far are involved. The cover-up here is the second biggest crime. The question is who was potentially involved." He says the cover-up couldn't have happened without all three below mentioned parties involved: politicians, prison officials, and police. You needed the involvement of all three. You cannot pull this off without all three parties. The dead body. The easiest part of this puzzle to partly solved is the dead body. What must be established quickly? 1. Did they bring in an already dead person from outside? 2. Did they kill a prisoner? Very easy to establish this in prison setup. Do a roll call today. He goes on to say both eventualities bring with it a lot more questions and widen the cycle of people involved. Moving a dead person around in jail without cameras picking you is virtually impossible. Now we get to the fire issue. He says the fire that was started was a contained fire, otherwise the prison would have burned and prisoners would have died of smoke inhalation. It happened in the past and a lot of prisoners died. I'm mentioning it to show that this was planned by very smart people with huge knowledge. The next question becomes, whose key unlocked his cell? He goes on to say the inside of a jail consists of many gates. Those gates are manned by different wardens, each with a different key. Only senior jail personnel have a master key that can open all gates. An investigation can show who signed out for the master key, the body, and Thabo passed many gates. He goes on to say the biggest cover-up happened the day after the escape. Big money must have changed hands for the absolute silence and unwillingness to investigate deeply. And then he goes on to say he knew he was untouchable. Gayton Mckenzie also turned his attention to Thabo Bester himself. He continues to say planning such an escape and walking around in Sandton speaks of arrogance mixed with political cover. He knew he was untouchable. But the controversial politician also claimed that Bester and Dr. Nandi would eventually pay for their actions with their lives. You guys. He added and said, the doctor girlfriend will soon be killed together with Thabo Bester. You don't pull such a brilliant escape without very powerful politicians, cops and prison officials. These officials and politicians are now hunting harder for the suspects. This guy is smart. Gayton also called on President Cyril Ramaphosa to convene a test team to investigate Bester's case. He also offered to provide his intelligence for free. Guys, honestly, this case, we are still going to hear so many stories, honestly. Like I said, guys, this one needs a documentary. I don't know, guys. I wish I had money. I was going to really try all my best to actually pull this one. But, the problem is that there are so many missing pieces to this puzzle. But eventually the puzzle will come to life. We'll definitely get to understand what this puzzle is saying. My love is real, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Please remember to keep your comments civil and respectful. My love is real. I'll see you on the next video. Please consider following or subscribing to this channel. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.